He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun to give to the back. Crosses to 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Up now, here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Canes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
On the direct snap, it's Chang. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Direct snap. It's Chang. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Chang. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Chang. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Eakin. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Canes have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, I'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Intercepted, a 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. He makes the catch. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. to throw, time running short in the half. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he makes the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Stewart. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big long explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing it. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Zings it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stewart. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the